Welcome to RPG TV. I am RPG, and of course we got our co-host with us,
Bandicoot Rain.
Miss Rosie, hey.
and we in the building. We got another good one for y'all guys, so stay tuned. So we on Rosie. If you wanna go ahead and speak on what you want to speak.
Go ahead, speak your mind.
We're ready to roll.
Let the people know
Talk
what's up.
about these hoes. No, you know what though? I want to start off talking about this artificial sun that China has created. Have y'all heard about that?
Hell nah, an artificial sun.
Yes.
I heard some rumors about it. I don't know how true it is.
I don't know how true it is either.
I feel like I heard this before.
Artificial sun.
How you spell artificial?
ARTIFICI.
January 10th. China artificial sun just broke a record for longest
Go ahead, read the article, bro.
sustained nuclear fusion. Oh, I do remember this. This is actually old. I remember when they first did this. Yeah. This is new.
I never heard about it.
So this was January 10th, 2022. But I remember when they first built it.
Not
what is
old,
it?
Nigga, that is modern. That is
No, I mean with this, they just now getting to the point.
It's
It's been around for a minute though. I remember when they first. I remember seeing this picture.
What's the purpose of it?
China's artificial sun just broke a record for longest sustained nuclear fusion.
Right. So
and a new world record, China's artificial sun project has sustained a nuclear fusion reaction for more than 17 minutes. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Artificial sun. You know, our sun is 24/7. That motherfucker don't stop.
Some niggas don't even last that long in bed.
I don't even last that long in there. I can't even beat China's
Let's talk
artificial sun.
about
Anthony Cupber Center for Independent in the latest experiment, superheated plasma reached 126 million degrees Fahrenheit.
Plasma.
Damn. That's roughly 5 times hotter than the sun, which radiates a scorching 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. With at the surface and about 27 million at its core. Okay, coal and natural gas are primary energy sources currently used around the world, but these materials come in limited supply.
Did they speak on why they're doing this? Like, is there like a rhyme or reason to? I mean,
they're trying to get around coal and gas. It seems like it's because they're limited supplies, but nuclear fusion could be the cleanest energy source available because it replaces the sun's physics by merging atomic nuclei to generate large amounts of energy into electricity. Perfect. The process requires no fossil fuels.
See, that's what they're trying to get away from.
And it leaves behind no radioactive waste.
Right.
All boils down to the petrol.
Up long enough, the answer would have came.
I don't mean to jump off topic because we said it's still on topic with green stuff.
Yeah.
But there was this dude in the 70s who invented a car that could run off water. And then he got killed. They poisoned him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, then that black dude,
that did the French
was his friend.
oil. There was another guy that did
French fry oil.
Yeah, he went around and collected the oil from
I
McDonald's.
thought that was peanut.
So whatever it is,
that's regular
oil.
though. Yeah, when they get that, they convert it.
But he converted it
for a diesel vehicle.
Yeah, but
I still thought that was cool.
People being able to effectively use water to
bro.
You know, use as an energy source for vehicles. That will kill everything. Like, you can
let me get that deer park, bro.
You can go down to the ocean and just, you know, that'll fuck up economies right there, you know. So, but anyway,
time out. The black dude who was friends with the white guy who first made it back in the 70s who got killed, he got killed in that Buffalo mass shooting at the grocery store because he had to turn around and do the same thing, create a car that could run off water. He got
killed more recently.
Yeah. He got in that mass shooting at the grocery store in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got vehicles. It's possible to get stuff to run off water, and you know what I'm saying, other resources. But you know what I'm saying, powers that beat on it.
But now Rosie got some shit on her mind. Let's.
I do have some things on my heart, and I want feedback from you guys because of course you're men and you're coming from a different standpoint. But you know, it's a situation with a man and his child's mother, and I just really want to talk about these children's, the mothers of these children. I'm not going on the daddies right now. I'm talking about the mamas right now, because I'm a mama and it's Mother's Day. So we gonna get on you mamas tonight.
They coming up.
Okay, you baby mamas with all your drama. Okay, we sick of it.
Sick of your shit, nigga.
Sick of it. So what is up with all the control? It's like A person can't, a man cannot be just happy, trying to be a good man, work, be a good father to his child. And this woman just, for some reason, just has to create some problems. Anyway, so this is my question to you guys. Okay, a young boy about the age of 10 is living with his grandparents. Mm-hmm. Okay, because his mother is, I guess, not in a very stable position and doesn't have a place to live or, a place for the child. But she don't really deal with him anyway, from what I'm told. I'm not sure. I'm not there. Anyway, so the little boy wants to come over to the father's house, but the father works nights. Mm-hmm. Okay? So Friday night, he wants to come over. The dad's at work. So the dad is like, well, you can go over, with the girlfriend, with his girlfriend and the kids, you can come over there. Well, whatever reason that didn't work out, and the little boy acted out. So the grandmother, the little boy acted out. Mm-hmm. Okay, the grandmother called the police on me. This is what's happening, guys.
Yeah.
Because the little boy is kind of trained in martial arts.
They taught. Whoa. All right, go ahead.
And apparently, I don't know if he's suffering, emotionally behind a lot of the things that's going on. Not being in a home with either parent, staying with the grandmother. Yeah. The mother's not really allowing the father to be active in the child's life because she want to have control. If he's not giving her money, this little boy can't come over. Just a bunch of nonsense. The list goes on. So anyway, the grandmother called the police. The father's at work, an hour away.
And they were trying to bring him to your house? You get the fuck out of here. I can't even whip him.
Listen, I yelled at him. I'm going to be honest.
Did you feel bad?
No, because he was tearing up my house.
No, he wasn't.
He was tearing up some stuff. I mean, my kids tear up, but, I yell at my kids too, okay? And I yelled at the young man. You know how I am with kids. You know how I am with kids and people that know me.
It's like, hey, sit your ass
That's
down.
right, exactly. So I don't know. The he say, she say goes on. The little boy went home, told his mother I yelled at him, whatever. She come talking to me about I yelled at her son. Well, I didn't hit your son. I did yell at your son. He was tearing up my stuff.
Hell yeah, your son is in my motherfucking house acting a goddamn fool.
Exactly. I don't exactly, guys. And then now they over there, the grandma's calling the police on me. And so that's what I see on the little boy. Because he's over there clowning because he wanted to come over on the weekend, and he wasn't able to come on Friday. He had to wait till Saturday, and so he was upset.
Bro ain't got no discipline. He ain't got none at all.
So is the
and they won't allow the father.
Is the father, does he want custody?
Well, yeah, he would take custody.
And you said the boy's 10, 11?
How is the mama keeping the daddy from picking up the son who don't even live with the mama?
Thank you.
Can he just pull up at grandma's house like, hey, let me get it off your hands, dog?
Well, that's what he wants to do, but he's at work right now, and he's an hour away.
I look at it like this.
And then an hour way back.
If the women in the family can't seem to handle the little boy, then it's apparent that you can't fucking raise a boy, because at some point, if he's already wilding out at that young age, what you gonna do when he hit puberty and he can knock you the fuck out?
That mother got muscles and strength.
Yeah, the only person that can deal with him is his father. That's one problem that I do see when it comes to women trying to withhold their child against them and shit like that, instead of giving them that right to raise that boy, because after a while, y'all can't do shit with that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. And then, and then once it gets to the point where you can't do nothing with him, now you want to let the daddy come and get him and bring him over to my house with his issues, and then want to get mad at me because I'm disciplining. Because I discipline him.
I'm not about to be in my house. Like, excuse me, I farted out my mouth. Look, I'm already cautious I'm at this stage right now where, first of all, y'all know I'm single. I like being single. It's very peaceful. The only kids I got to deal with is mine and occasionally y'all's, but that's different because y'all family. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a girl who got kids, and I haven't been in this position yet, not that I can recall. You know what I'm saying? Like an intimate. I got like friends with kids, but I'm like, nobody who I've been like locked in with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm cautious because first of all, I need to know more about you. I need to know more about your child's father. You know what I'm saying? Because he might have mental issues and demons, generational curses on him, and that's manifesting all in your kids. That's and now you trying to move in with me, and I gotta take on you and your child's problems. That's a fuck no, dog. Right. So me personally, right now, I just like being left alone so I can. Well, at least let me say this. I just think people need to take a longer vetting period before they start getting too involved in each other's lives. Like, I'm gonna have to keep you over there until I fully understand you to bring you over here. Right. You know what I mean? I need to understand your whole situation before I start mingling it with my situation, because I like my peace right now. It ain't about to be a damn thing other than my dumb ass self to fuck up that peace.
That's right.
I'm not about to bring somebody into my equation.
So let me say, so let's say that was you. You were the father in this position, and you're at work, and we all kind of talked about the backstory and whatnot, without having to go on into it right now. But coming from a man's standpoint, do you feel like the father should leave work and go get the child? I mean, what do y'all feel like the position should be?
No.
Opinion.
Because that man got to provide.
Right.
And if he got to stop work to be in another place that's really a detriment to him making that money, then that's taken from the mouth that he's trying to feed. So hell no. If you trying to keep him from his father, you deal with that fucking issue.
That's right.
If you want him to garner responsibility, then you grant him what he needs, which is custody, so he can, take responsibility for responsibility like you should.
They don't want to cut that paycheck off.
Yeah, you want me to stop what I'm doing at my job to drive an hour away and deal with a situation that y'all basically brought on yourselves, because I told you that I could have handled it. But y'all wanted to keep the boy from me, so it's your fucking problem.
Exactly.
That shit goofy. Look, my mama, I was raised with my mom, but she got married to my stepdad when I was 13, right? But when I still stayed in Daytona, like, my mom would take me to my dad's house to get a whooping.
Right.
While she went to work. Let me cut up at school. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your son did this and this in school. She dropped me off on his house on her way to her second job. I'm at the crib getting my ass whooped. At the very least, my daddy was disciplining me. Like, I may not have been like raised with him and constantly taught by him, but I understood that fear of there's consequences for your misbehavior. Right. And your daddy gonna tear that ass up.
Exactly. Right. He need his ass tore up.
Yeah, the father's the disciplinarian, but if you ain't granting him the responsibility of custody, then how you gonna take on that responsibility? You trying to have it both ways. You want all the power and control, but when shit goes awry, you want to take credit when the kid is doing good, but when he's doing bad, you just like your father.
That's your child.
Right. Yeah,
not just like a father.
Come and get him. Stop what you're doing and come and get him.
Yeah, nah. Nope.
And then remember, we had that conversation. We didn't get to, put that out there about the emotional neglect.
It is the one that got lost down. Yeah.
And we talked about emotional neglect, and we were talking about the children and how it can show up differently. Yeah. And children suffer mentally because of this emotional neglect. So if the little boy is getting neglected by his mother, being forced away from his father, the grandmother saying, "I'm done with you," because I'm sure she's tired.
She old. She done put in her time already.
Right.
Then you got the school systems. He's failing in school because you know how the school systems are.
Man, I got some shit I got to talk to you. My daughter is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, but I don't right off the bat blame everything outside of me. I immediately go, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Right.
Something ain't right. I'm doing something wrong because.
Well, you're not alone, because it's not you Just you. I'll say that. Because what has happened is when COVID happened.
Oh, yeah.
That threw a lot of kids.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. Yeah, I didn't realize the effect COVID had on children.
Exactly. They got behind, severely behind. I mean, right now today, most kids are about 2 to 3 years behind. Mm-hmm. And that's about when COVID started. So they're behind. They got thrown into
social development of.
They got thrown into the online school. Like they made that shit up real quick. You know what I mean? They just made that up.
That distant learning shit.
Yeah. So, it was a lot of stuff that they didn't get. And then they just pushed them on. And then it was still, the online thing. So the kids are just behind right now.
I would like to be able to blame COVID.
No, that's the start, though. That's the start.
My daughter, she, I love my baby to death. But goddamn, man, she's not making good decisions right now.
But the school systems are terrible.
Well, school systems are not. I mean, this is behavioral shit. Yeah. Like, this is different. Like, the school systems, I mean, they do what they do, but we talking about just kids and their behavior.
Right.
Some kids, they don't socialize well, or they like right now. I think my daughter lacks confidence. It's clear that she doesn't have the confidence. But the thing is, she knows how to do it. She knows how to do the work. Mm-hmm. But she's two different people when she's at school. When she's at school, she's somebody I don't know.
Social pressure. I have a 15-year-old daughter that's like that. When they run their friends. And I had to pull her out of the school system, and she's been homeschooled. And I thank God, because it has completely changed her.
For real?
Completely. Yes. Get them away from that environment. Yes, them bad ass kids.
Here's the thing. Okay, so with my situation right now, my daughter goes to a really good school. Like, my wife, had to pull some strings to make shit happen, because we didn't live in the district that we needed to for our kids to qualify to go to that school. Right. But they ended up going to a great school. Okay. Really good school. I'm talking like bullying gets shut down quickly. Mm-hmm. Like,
what? They actually shut down bullying?
They don't get put it like this. The shit that we had to go through in school, they don't that's not a issue for them. Like,
so they can just focus on learning.
Yeah, just focus on learning. There's not a lot of pressure, but now, because my daughter put herself in a bad spot, she has to go to this, I don't know if it's like a boarding school or like an alternative school type of deal. Now she's going to school with little niggas.
That's going to be an experience.
Little badass black kids, and now she's starting to see that this ain't shit finna get real. You got to see when I say you privileged and you should be grateful, because when I was going to school, kids, you get cracked on, like you get joned on, eat real quick. Y'all don't even get talked about for this shit. Like, y'all dress like y'all dress and nobody said shit. Like, we had to be on point when we came to school, or your ass was getting joned on straight up. Now she go to alternative school with these little black kids, and she's seeing that these motherfuckers is ruthless.
So she already at the school.
And they are.
Yeah.
Well, Bandy, you know how I am about the kids in school. I get very, very personal about it.
Also, off topic, but the next award show is coming up, and Dot would like to let you know you can come to this one.
Good. I'm gonna behave.
Don't fuck around with me.
I'm gonna pray about it.
What's
So last year,
I'm very sensitive about children in schools.
Rosie she did snap on April's teacher, because they had an award ceremony and April didn't get no awards, but the teacher still had April in the award show.
It pissed me off.
And the crazy thing is, she was supposed to get an award.
What award was she supposed to get?
Science Olympics.
That's what I'm talking about. She was supposed to get something. Y'all can't sit, and that's what I told her. You can't sit here and tell me that she don't get no damn award. I know this little girl. I know her personally. For you to fucking sit here, excuse my language, and not give her an award, I was ready to slap that woman. They called the police on me. The police was sitting outside waiting on me.
Did they really?
They did.
Did they talk to you?
No, because I was calm.
So you felt like she should have... Now, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate, but I'm going to take it away from April. Okay, You said that she was supposed to get what award was she supposed
Science
to get?
Olympics. She was in the Science Olympics club.
Science. Okay. Well, and the teacher didn't give her that.
No.
Right.
Damn near one of the only little girls sitting there, little black girl. Man, she had me fucked up.
Rosie started snapping.
She had the April certificate and everything, but she just didn't give it to her.
They never even printed her out one. So my son got his award because his teacher was the Science Olympics teacher. Yeah. But my daughter was in the grade below him at the time. She was in 3rd grade. Yeah. So I don't know who dropped the ball, but they never printed off her certificate to give to her at the award show. You know what I'm saying? And
I went off.
Yeah, Rosie was putting pressure on the old girl. She was over there looking sour-faced. I had to go in there and clean it up with the niceness. She was like, "Thank you so much." She gave me a hug.
Thank you so much, bitch. Boy, Rosie was about to rip your ass open. Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
For real, she lucky Anthony wasn't there because y'all would have did the same jump, probably worse. Yeah. And she bigger and blacker. Like, that would have been scary. Yeah, that motherfucker was 6'1".
I didn't like that. I didn't like it one bit. I just couldn't sit there and not say
they gotta tighten that shit up. But the school systems, bro, listen.
I'm not sold on it. I don't like them. If I could, I would stay home and be a mother that teaches my own kids. I don't like that. I don't like the school system at all.
You have the patience and the tenacity to raise them and teach them on your own. And I mean, it's a good thing. With the way things are today, if you ain't making the right type of income so that the other parent can actually focus on that, it's difficult because you need.
So I'm gonna be honest, that's another big topic because us as women, we need to start trying to figure out like what's important here, because if our children are suffering. And we're so concerned about working and making money and this material stuff, but our children are suffering behind it. Like, I'm having a problem with that too.
I feel you on that.
Like, we need to learn how to live with less. We need to learn how to stretch a dollar.
Okay. You
know what I'm saying? We need to be at home with these kids because they gonna be struggling out here.
Yeah, they're struggling socially. They're struggling economically, not economically, but academically.
Yeah. Mentally.
The kids are
mentally, hell yeah, most definitely mentally. God damn. Yeah.
Physically, they're not in shape. They little weak ass little kids.
Very fragile.
Yeah, very fragile.
And
little bitty ass bird legs.
Very sensitive. Yeah, very sensitive.
We was running around riding bikes. Kids are not doing that no more.
Right.
They sitting around staring at their phone,
tablets,
having self issues. Like, come on, man, go outside, dig a damn ditch, make a mud pie. But you know what?
At the same time, I also feel like the future is
digital.
The future
is digital.
It
so
is.
I would want my kids to
understand technology,
articulate in those things that are gonna be profitable in the future, which is the digitized future. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
So if we could get a healthy balance of technologically sound children, but at the same time understand physical fitness and things like that, then it would be a lot healthier for them.
Question: How would y'all feel about taking our children out to the woods for like a camping trip?
I do.
And teaching them like
fishing. I believe.
I do.
Fuck fishing.
I believe
I would starve.
Fishing, hunting, learning how to
start a fire.
Just basic necessities that we take for granted because you can buy a fucking a lighter or
I'm into all of that now. I mean, me and my kids, we go live off grid every couple months.
Yeah, I think I think it's very I think it's keen to personal development to at least live primitively for a little bit.
Black to nature.
Yeah, so
Google her. Facebook, Black to Nature. You want to get your kids involved in nature and reconnecting to the earth.
In Atlanta, bro. She's dope.
Yeah.
Her name is Penny. She lives off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
She be on Facebook for damn show though. Posting pictures and videos every now and then though. She be looking free though. But all right, can we go to the next thing because we're about to get heavy up in there with the kids and all that. I just want to talk about my man Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. Okay, which you got an article?
Yes.
Pull up an article.
Deontay Wilder
Read it.
arrested on felony concealed weapon charges. This nigga. All right. Former heavyweight boxing world champion Deontay Wilder was arrested early Tuesday in Los Angeles for possession of a concealed weapon. The Los Angeles Police Department announced that Wilder, 37, was taken into custody at 1:15 a.m. local Tuesday morning. He was released on a bond of $35,000 for 5 hours later. The charges were classified as a felony. According to TMZ, officers pulled Wilder over in Hollywood for illegally tinted windows and an obstructed license plate on his Rolls Royce. TMZ reported that the officers smelled marijuana during the stop and found a 9mm gun in an ensuing search of the vehicle. Wilder posted on Twitter, "I'd rather be safe than sorry. The end." End quote. What you think about this, Rosie? What do you think about this world champion? This man is 43-2-1.
Dude.
He got 43 wins.
Okay.
42 of these wins are by knockout. All right. He was a WBC champ for a while.
Okay.
So his trilogy with Tyson Fury humbled his ass.
Okay.
And now he's trying to build his life back up. And now he's just got this felony gun charge as a professional icon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they want to take people down. I don't know who this guy is.
You never seen Deontay Wilder fight?
I mean, I may have, but I don't necessarily know people by their names.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
big ass black.
I'm sure I have because boxing is my favorite sport.
He's a popular boxer. I mean, I wouldn't expect.
I'm sure that I
you don't
have.
watch sports like that, ain't you?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, boxing is my favorite sport, but I don't keep up with names. I just watch the sport.
Yeah.
Did
you see the Tank fight?
I missed it. I know I suck.
Let's not get off track.
Highlights on YouTube.
Yeah, but what I think about it, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they always trying to come after somebody and tarnish their reputation.
Look, okay, wait a minute. Did they say the gun was illegal?
TMZ reported that officers smelled marijuana during the stop and found a 9mm gun in an ensuing search of the vehicle, which apparently was illegal.
Leave people alone.
Well, it said the felony concealed, so he didn't have a concealed permit.
Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. They ain't just coming after motherfuckers, bro. You don't even have the proper things covered for you to fucking have the weapon. So why the fuck do you have it and you don't have your concealed carry permit? What the fuck are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. That don't make no sense. Nigga shit, bro. Yeah. Stop the fucking nigga shit. They ain't just looking for niggas. First and foremost, dumbass, you're probably in a state where weed is not fucking legal. Number one. Number two, you don't have a fucking permit for your goddamn weapon. Dumb nigga shit. You are a multi-millionaire and you still doing nigga shit. Get your shit together. This is what I'm talking about, man.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
They ain't just looking for motherfuckers. Stop giving them a reason to fucking look.
Right.
God damn.
Tint too dark and his license plate was obstructed.
3 things.
You're right.
You got an illegal tint. You're not supposed. There is a limit on the tint, the type of tint that you can have. You should have known that.
He lived by the streets.
Number 2.
He's from Alabama.
He lived by the streets. Sounds like to me.
But he a multi-millionaire. You gotta.
You're not a street nigga no more.
You're not a street dude. You gotta change
yeah, but
shit.
You know what, y'all? I mean, I was raised by a man from the streets. They don't change just because they get money.
Ooh, damn! They need to.
Because
you can't live the street life as a millionaire.
Well, you can. Just
you gotta be smart.
It's the same.
Nah, man, I don't know.
I mean, I understand that point, but when you coming from a different mindset, and if you are from the streets, that's what he said. He'd rather be safe than sorry. That lets you know where his mindset
is. Fucking?
First of all, it's Deontay Wilder. Have you seen this nigga?
But he's not. I mean, he's not exempt.
Bro,
if somebody come up and pop his ass,
you know who he is. You asking for an autograph.
Every black man in this country.
But what about people that don't know who he is? What about these
motherfucker.
White people that don't give a fuck about who he is?
Look,
I mean,
what white people?
I don't know.
White people ain't fucking with black people.
Deontay, have you seen this man? He's not the kind of nigga who you would look at.
I'm all for carrying guns, and I don't give a fuck.
We are too, but have your shit in order. Get your paperwork.
I'm carrying the gun without no paperwork.
On me now, but
and if I was a multi-millionaire, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of motherfucking guns, and I'm be carrying them. Goddamn it, if I got paperwork or not, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna ride my own tour bus when we get famous.
That's what I'm gonna
do. Dude, you gotta have your paperwork in order.
I mean, that's true.
You gotta have your shit in order because the white folks, that's the first thing they're gonna look at.
What if he can't get his paperwork?
Then he don't need no
gun.
No,
you got security. You can afford security. There is no excuses for this shit.
I'm having my gun.
There's no excuses.
I don't care. Y'all can't tell me.
Security.
They can't tell me I can't have my gun. I don't care.
He can afford security.
If I had a lot of money, I would still feel the same.
To have guns, they'll be permitted. If you
can't, he might not trust the security.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
That's how I am. I don't trust nobody.
It sounds like he got other issues going on if it's that damn serious.
I think he
can't trust security. He can't get a gun permit. Nigga, you sound like
can't get a gun permit.
Well, I don't know. She said, "What if he can't?" And I'm just saying, like, if you can't get a concealed carry license, you need to reconsider your life.
No, dude, no, straight up and down. When you got that type of money, you pay motherfuckers to deal with your problems. You don't fucking be the you don't be the first line of defense. You don't be the first line of defense. That's fucking stupid.
I'm an outlaw.
Deontay,
that's just like your boy Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah.
Why are you fucking walking around like you're a regular dude? You are a fucking target.
He should have had
rainbow hair.
He should have had a gun with or without a permit. That's what he should have did.
I don't know. He should have had a friend at least. Somebody to watch his back. You out there by yourself. I don't even go in public by myself. I take a kid, something.
I don't know, y'all. So the world is so crazy nowadays. I'm sorry. I'm gonna protect myself at all costs.
I understand protecting yourself from the streets and shit like that, but you also got to think about protecting yourself from legalities. Because
say that one more time.
When you get hit by
legality,
when you get hit with cops and shit and them checking you, that's different from the streets. Like the streets, yeah, you might get killed. That's one thing, but don't be in the fucking vicinity of. Hold on. Don't be in the vicinity of people that are doing street shit if you got money. Surround yourself. Change up your fucking environment, Dodo. Number 2, legalities. You need to make sure you got your legal shit in order because they will. If you don't know the laws, you got money. Pay a motherfucker. Yo, is it legal for me to do this? Ask questions. You got access, dude. You got money. That means you have access to people who know better than you. Do not put yourself in a fucking situation like this. Niggas got to do better, man. Niggas got to do better.
Niggas got to do better.
And us women do too.
Y'all niggas too.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can be niggerish.
Oh my God, let me tell you this story. When I was in Florida, we was at my auntie house, right? And the little cousins, some little boys in the neighborhood, they was all hanging out, calling each other nigga. You know how we talk. Yeah. My auntie boyfriend or husband at the time, this dude named Richard, he was like, look, y'all need to stop using that word. Black people have been free for over 200 years. That word was used to belittle us and enslave us. And he gave this whole little epic ass spiel about why they need to stop saying nigga. And he stopped talking and this little boy goes, well, I'm a nigga. Anyways, what we got next?
Well, I kind of want to get into a little bit of celebrity news, man. Yeah,
let's do it.
I know y'all heard about this is what I've been pulling up, the Ashanti and Nelly rumors getting back together. So
they back together.
I'm looking at this article. Nelly and Ashanti. This is on TMZ. Nelly and Ashanti fuels rumors they're back on. Fans think it's legit. Nelly and Ashanti were an item once upon a time, and now fans think they're going through deja vu all over again based on videos of them together last night. The two music stars, who have history dating back to the 2000s, figuratively and literally showed up shoulder to shoulder Saturday night to watch the Garcia Davis boxing match.
Oh, they were together.
Yeah, they were together, where they had been ringside. They had ringside seats right next to each other. People noticed them almost instantly, and the camera started to roll as seeing the two of them out in the public like this is a pretty rare sighting and certainly could have implications. It's not like Ashanti. It's not like Ashanti or Nelly were trying to hide, but they did seem to be laying low a little bit. Of course, Twitter lost its shit when another video of them leaving the main floor surfaced, which shows them holding hands. Nelly specifically grabs a hold of Ashanti. Yeah, come on, man. They got history. You already know they.
Yeah, Yeah, they need to. I like them together. I like when they was together back in the day.
They make a good item.
Yeah, they do. They make a real good couple to me.
I think it says something about. Hold on, let me see. It said.
How she still single?
It says later they were spotted. Later they were spotted in the tunnel with their entourage, and were pretty close to one another in this instance as well, and even got asked some questions on camera. After they both answered, the two of them appeared to head off in the same direction. Again, looking to be holding hands. It could be friendly, with Nelly playing the gentleman and leading Ashanti out of the crowd by taking the lead, but that's not how a lot of people see it. No. It said something about Irv Gotti. It said considering they used to be together back in the day, something that just came to light not too long ago via stories shared by Irv Gotti, etc. Folks are thinking they're a couple again. They well may be. Time will tell. We suppose. Yeah. So I get it's all speculation right now, but I mean it's obvious. First and foremost, if I'm escorting my female friend, first of all, I'm not holding her fucking hand, like unless some shit is going on. You know, holding hands. That's
very intimate.
Hey, shoot. Hey, Nelly know what he doing. Hold hands. You hold that hand. You better hold that hand.
Because if I get toward Ashanti, it's over for you, dog.
Shoot, Ashanti
got it. What y'all think about that shit, though?
I think it's tight. I like them together. I think it's great. I hope they work out. I like Nelly. He's sexy. Ashanti sexy. And I think, they make a great couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
I personally don't care about this at all. I don't give a fuck.
We're just talking about it.
I ain't got nothing to say.
All right. Well, I mean...
Reginald just wants Ashanti for himself.
Well, yeah. Is that what it is? It's a jealousy, bro. All right. Well, there was another article that you had brought up, too. This is on the New York Post. It was the Jordan Neely subway encounter took a deadly turn with fatal chokehold. Okay, so...
Some bullshit.
Yeah, it says, here's how... I don't know the specifics on it, so I'm just gonna read a little bit of this article. But I saw that you had brought it up earlier. Here's how Jordan Neely's fatal subway encounter took a deadly turn with a fatal chokehold. When homeless man Jordan Neely boarded an F train in Manhattan, screaming and flailing his arms on Monday, no one on board could have fathomed that his lifeless body would be lying before them on the subway car floor just minutes later. But that was the grim reality after a strap hanger. What? Strap hanger. I don't be these little terms. Anywho, since identified as 24-year-old Marine, Daniel Penny stepped in and put him in a tight chokehold, according to the harrowing videos. Police and witnesses accounts that emerged in the deadly aftermath. The tragic ordeal began when the 30-year-old Neely, dressed in dirty sweatpants and stained white T-shirt, barged into the northbound subway car after the doors opened at the 2nd Avenue in Lower Manhattan just before 2:30 p.m. on Monday. Neely immediately began tossing garbage around and yelling at frightened riders, prompting many to quickly retreat down the subway car, a witness told the Post. He started screaming in an aggressive manner, the witness, Juan Alberto Vasquez, recalled. He said he had no food, he had no drink, that he was tired and doesn't care if he goes to jail. He started screaming all these things, took off his jacket, a black jacket that he had, and threw it on the ground. As the train traveled one stop below Houston Street, Penny at some point came up behind Neely and took him to the ground in chokehold, Vasquez said. A flood of frantic 911 calls immediately followed, the first of which was made at 2:26 p.m., reporting a physical fight inside the train car, according to police sources. Another caller dialed in just 1 minute later, saying someone was threatening riders on the train before the third person claimed someone involved in the incident was armed with a knife or gun. Neither Neely nor Penny, who has not been charged, turned out to be armed, cops said. 2 more calls quickly followed at 2:29 and 2:30 p.m., reporting an assault in progress and threats, respectively. By the time Vasquez, the witness, pressed record on his phone, the train was stopped at the Broadway Lafayette Street, Bleecker Street station, The doors were open and Neely was already locked in a chokehold. Over the next 3.5 minutes, the witness's camera stayed pointed at Neely as Penny locked his arm around his neck. Another, what the fuck word is that?
He was a
strap hanger. You see that?
What were you talking about?
Another. That looks like strap hanger, right?
Strap hanger.
That's strap hanger.
I've fucking heard that term before. I apologize, guys. I'm an idiot right now. Strap hanger could be seen stepping in the pinned down the homeless man's arms while another rider looked on. After 30 seconds, Nelly began to visibly struggle. He was caught on camera flailing his arms, clenching his fist, and trying to grasp at the subway seat, all while Penny kept a tight grip. At that point, the third strap hanger, I fucking hate that term.
Strap hanger must clearly
standers
has a meaning.
by or some shit. Bystander.
Oh, a strap hanger. Somebody hanging onto the thing on the subway.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, because, we wouldn't have that. Okay. We wouldn't fucking know that.
Yeah, we got that bullshit here.
Goddamn, yeah. But anyway, at that point, the third strap hanger stepped in and helped pin Neely to the floor as the homeless man thrashed his legs around. He moved his arms, but he couldn't express anything, Vasquez said of Neely. All he could do was move his arms. Then suddenly he stopped moving. He was out of strength. Witnesses started shouting. Yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but y'all get the gist of it. So, you're going to kill him? Somebody said, you're going to kill him now. He's defecated on himself.
Oh, he did.
Damn. So, so the Marine who choked Neely has been identified as Daniel Perry. So,
Well, sometimes these Marines are mentally retarded. They got
I'm not
issues.
arguing with that one.
They be having issues.
Yeah,
and then they look upon people as if they're better than them, and they want to show their Marine power or whatever it is, and then it just gets taken overboard. But that's pretty. I don't know.
Yeah, that whole situation. First and foremost, the first thing, I guess you don't know how far the homeless guy is going to take it.
That's true, because they do be acting crazy.
You don't know if they're armed or whatever, because they did report that somebody thought that there was maybe a knife or a gun or whatever. So
if he was acting crazy, because these homeless people, sometimes they get a little carried away.
But here's my thing is, what I'm saying, when you live in a society where ain't nobody having no compassion on those who have less.
Right.
Like, people walk around with plenty of money in their pocket and walk past a nigga sleeping on the side of the concrete. Right. And walk past them like they don't even see him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know I'm about to go to the word right now. Right. Jesus says when you give to the poor, you lend to God. Oh. You know what I'm saying? When you take care of the people who don't have nothing, that is the kind of thing that God wants. That's true religion. The Bible says true religion is taking care of widows and orphans.
Nah, them is jeans.
See what I'm saying? Jeans. Taking care of the people who don't have that. Just think about an orphan. Right, their parents are dead. One, maybe two, but either way, you need two parents.
When you say, so here's my thing. When you say orphan, I immediately, I have way more compassion for a child, because there is no choice that they made to be in that situation. An adult, you can kind of go, okay, based on this motherfucker's habits, if this motherfucker drinks or does drugs, or you can kind of see where things went awry. He has a vice that he can't get off of him, right? Some people the gentleman that Will Smith played in that movie, Pursuit of Happiness. Mm-hmm. Some people are just a job away or a paycheck away from being fucked over. A lot of people. So I have a little bit more compassion for people who are out there trying their best, but things just aren't going out. I have no compassion for people who made decisions because I've actually heard people go, I'm a fucking drunk. I ain't gonna stop.
I heard people say that too.
Or I like to do drugs. I have no fucking compassion for that shit. I have none.
Yeah. Your mind is altered. Your brain is physically changed from alcohol and drugs. Yeah. And you no longer think like a normal person.
Right.
Alcohol causes neural damage.
What? Damn.
It does.
I didn't even know, Shawty.
In the brain.
I was gonna say that. you know what I'm saying? The other week we was talking about like the emotional neglect, right, in childhood, right? So you can be present and emotionally not be there. So some children are growing up as emotional orphans.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They might have both their parents physically, but emotionally there's no connection there. And people don't understand how important that is for the development of a human being. So now you got all these adults who never fully mentally or emotionally developed correctly. There was a deficit somewhere in their past as a child, and now they're grown up, and now they're illegal adults. You know what I'm saying? But mentally mature. You know what I'm saying?
It's stuck.
Yeah, exactly. They're stuck, especially when you get traumatized.
Yeah.
Trauma freezes you.
It does.
Trauma freezes you. So I don't know. I just feel like the whole world's a whole. I mean, first of all, Burr came out here and said, "I'm hungry and thirsty." Nobody said, "Hey, I got some food for you." You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody offered to give him something to eat or drink. They was just like, "Oh, look at this crazy ass nigga."
That makes me sad.
And he got to the point because he did say, at this point, I'm not afraid to go to jail."
Right. I'm much rather go to jail. I just feel like it's an easier way to go to jail than
to sleep.
I would just walk into a store and steal some stuff. I don't know. There got to be an easier way to go to jail. But there's so much about this I want to talk about. First of all, the Marine put him in a chokehold. He didn't physically assault nobody. It says he was hollering for the most part, or maybe throwing his arms or something. But he wasn't like attacking them. They say he threw some trash or some shit. But that's not the same thing as physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to get physical, especially not a chokehold. A chokehold is not a move that you just do to subdue somebody.
And just think about this, guys. If he's in Michael Jackson interpreter or in whatever it's called, impersonator, and it says he took off his black jacket and threw it. I mean, what if he was in the middle of performing?
I'm hungry!
Yeah!
And he was just about to hit the moonwalk.
Yeah! You know, and they don't respect Mike.
He got choked out.
Mike don't get the respect he deserves.
I don't think he was doing an act. I think that nigga was hungry as hell.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm not hungry and I'm homeless, nigga, I'm robbing. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm walking in the store. I'm grabbing some shit off the shelves. I'm going to smack on it while looking at niggas in the face and walk out. Like, I'm homeless. What the fuck you gonna do? Arrest me? Call the cops, bitch? I go to jail. Don't shoot me, though. Lock me up. Lock me up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
I ain't afraid of fucking nigga.
Just please stop. Please stop. Don't be a menace to society. Remember that?
Yes. Don't be a menace.
Anyways.
Why are you looking at my rub burn?
I wasn't. When nobody was looking at your rub burn.
I have a rub burn on my nose.
What you had a rub burn for? What you just doing?
Brown nose.
Brown nose.
Oh, I was exfoliating my face.
What the hell was you exfoliating with a fucking
steam rag, guys. It was a steam rag. It was really hot. And I took it and I scrubbed my nose.
Bugging.
And then I just rubbed all the skin off my nose. So now I have
You got a boo-boo.
It look like a birthmark right now.
Yeah, it look like you had a bad piercing.
I gotta tell y'all a funny story. My physics teacher. Yeah. Actually,
no, physics teacher.
Okay. Because this is kind of like it's not that important, but I just had to get off my chest because I hate when people doubt me, especially when I start speaking about something that I know, and then somebody goes, "Nah," I'm like, "Whoa, yo, time out, pause. Everybody, stop, breathe. Who the fuck? Who are you talking to tell me that? Like, do you not know who you're speaking to?
What are you speaking of, though?
So, I was hipping my dude to the properties, the healing properties of silver. I was educating him that rich people during the Black Death weren't dying. It was poor people who were dying in the Black Death. Okay. The main reason rich people was not dying, other than they had bigger houses and they didn't live in the fucking slums, all the other bums. Right. But they ate off silver spoons and forks. They had actual silverware. Right. What we use now is not silverware.
Right.
It's metal that's colored silver.
That's right.
It's not the actual element silver.
Speak on that.
You know what I'm saying? So the rich people was eating off elemental silverware, you know what I'm saying? And it was killing all the bacteria. They were extra healthy because it was eating off the silver. You know what I'm saying? So he goes, nah, I don't think that has nothing to do with that. Pause. Who the fuck are you talking to? Do you not know anything about silver?
Probably.
First of all.
What was his objection, though?
His objection was that he don't think that rich people weren't dying during the Black Death because of silver.
I'm saying, but why does he think?
Because he doesn't know better.
he doesn't know much about silver. He doesn't know the healing properties of silver.
He may not know better, but I'm saying, what was his argument against?
He said that no, I don't think rich people weren't dying during the Black Death because they used silver. He
didn't have no backup.
No, he said nope. I just don't think that's.
So he didn't know about.
He didn't know nothing. So
he don't even have an argument. So
check this out. So we go to his office and play chess as we normally do. Anyways, I did win this last game, by the way, but we are like 2-20. But anyways, I whooped that ass this last game, and while I'm in the middle of whooping his ass, like I knew it was like the end of the game. I was like, yeah, this shit over. I got this in the bag. I freaking Google healing properties of silver. The first flipping thing that pops up. It is very well documented that silver kills bacteria, viruses, microbes. The first damn thing you see on Google. I just show it to them.
Yeah, ain't there something called colloidal silver that people
that you can drink? Yeah, I had some of that shit. You don't drink it once a month though. But see, the reason I knew this, it's not for continued use. Yeah. You just put it in your body one time and go ahead and be cool about it. But yeah, it puts silver in your body. Just think like, okay, I seen Dr. Sebi talking about how you get your metals from food. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like iron. You eat food, like you know what I'm saying? It's got iron in it.
Skillet.
Exactly. Like the same exact thing. All the metals have their roles and properties, you know what I'm saying, and like benefits that they can do to your body, like copper, you know what I mean? Like silver is no exception, gold is no exception. But you know, they're not that easily to come by, but you know.
I'm glad you brought that up because that reminded me this weekend, me and the children, we're gonna go ground ourselves. Because I was reading up on that. I've heard of grounding, you know, when you take your shoes off and you connect, you know, with the earth. But I never really studied, like, the science behind it. But I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were explaining, you know, how, you know, the energy charge of the earth.
Mm-hmm. You said it's called grounding?
Grounding. Yeah.
And that's where you
walk barefoot?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, just don't step on no pine needles, nigga.
Oh,
no
dog shit.
I'd rather step in dog shit barefoot than in my shoes. It's easy to clean.
I don't want to step.
Just think about all the rumples and ripples in your shoes.
I could throw these fucking shoes away.
I just don't.
I got a couple pair.
You never had dookie on you changing your kids and they were little?
Dog shit. I don't want dog shit on my feet.
I don't want shit on me at all ever. But you never had shit on you got too many kids and I never had gotten shitted on by one of your kids. I don't believe it.
I don't think I've ever gotten shitted on.
One of my babies shitted and it came through the pamper.
Oh, that shit nasty, boy. When they have a blowout, oh, that's some nasty stuff right there. How do they have so much shit inside of them? And man, fuck all this. Don't doubt me no more, all right? Let's go to this Jamie Foxx joint. Because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while,
so,
they've been keeping that kind of
everybody's been saying...
I said all over IG.
Yeah.
Aneurysm.
What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to figure out what happened to Jamie.
Oh yeah, that's what we was about to talk about. Yeah. So Jamie Foxx, his health has been waning, and they're not sure what the hell is going on. So it says Jamie Foxx's condition has not changed 3 weeks after Star was admitted to hospital for mystery medical condition, despite posts made by actor's Instagram Wednesday thanking his fans. The actor broke his silence by posting on social media earlier this week. Fox, 55, was taken ill in Atlanta, where he was filming with Cameron Diaz. Few details have been released about the nature of his medical complication. Jamie Foxx's condition has reportedly not changed in the last 3 weeks, or in the 3 weeks after the star was rushed to the hospital after suffering a medical emergency. So they're not really even sure what's going on with him, but he ended up being hospitalized for some time, and.
When this shit first popped off, they were saying that he had a meltdown on the set. And I was like, I didn't think much of it. I was like, yeah, whatever. Eventually, all niggas gonna get irritated and blow up at some point. But then, like, a little bit after that, I started seeing that it was like, oh, yeah, he's not physically doing well or yada, yada, yada. So I've been meaning to look it up and see what's the deal with it.
They're not really giving too much information from what I'm seeing. They're keeping it very vague.
Yeah, they're just saying that his friends giving him well wishes. It's not really talking about his medical condition. They really don't.
I kind of seen something hinting around an aneurysm, some type of aneurysm. That's kind of what I seen.
Yeah.
I didn't really, go deep and research it much, but
we can't lose Jamie, dog.
Heck, I love me some Jamie.
He's one of our.
We can't lose Jamie.
Yeah, he's
a goat for real.
Yeah, definitely a goat. So.
I could have pulled Jamie one time.
Tell us, Rosie.
Better be glad I was with a date. I would have had him.
Jamie, he a goat for real. Dog is saying he played up instruments. He funny as a motherfucker though, bro. That's one thing that always tripped me about Jamie Foxx is how naturally funny. He actually is.
He really is.
Talented. He is super. He is so
talented.
The dude can sing and play instruments. Mm-hmm. He's funny, and then he can fucking act. Mm-hmm. Like some of his, like when I saw Jarhead, I was like, God damn, that's Jamie Foxx. Like this.
That would do bad.
And then when you see him do Ray. You go,
oh yeah,
like Jamie.
I went to his concert, y'all. It was one of the best concerts next to Michael Jackson's.
What? Jamie and Michael?
Well, no, that's two different levels. But Jamie.
Oh, okay.
His performance.
Man, that was one of the best concerts I ever went to. He is a true entertainer.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, and that concert, he touched on all of his talents. He showcased all of his talents.
Yeah.
Did you see that performance when he was singing the Brady Bunch theme song, like different singers?
No.
You didn't see that shit, bro? I think the special he had on like a silver like satin shirt. Oh, not silver, but blue. Yeah. Anyways, he sang like Luther Vandross, Babyface, and I think Prince. Yeah. And Maxwell, I think, or something.
I hope he pulls out.
Yeah, me too, man. Okay. I hope he has a speedy recovery and a full recovery at that. So
I like Jamie.
But you know, man, a lot of black people they be having heart conditions that they don't know about.
That's very true.
Like, especially black men, like, and that's one thing that I have to, because I have heart issues in my grandfather died from heart issues, and I be having some feelings, you know what I mean?
Little palpitations and things like that.
Yeah, like I be like, God damn, what the hell is that? Yeah. So that's why I try not to get big and weight, and I try not to eat so much salty foods or so much spicy foods. I try to eat things moderately, but I also try not to eat a lot. Period, because I don't want to overindulge in the pleasantries and let my health wane. So. That's something I'm always mindful of.
And you can look into something that's called CoQ10. I don't know if y'all picked up on me, but I'm into like natural and holistic type things. But it's a vitamin you can take called CoQ10, and it's really good for your heart. You'll probably feel a big difference if you start taking that. You can get it from a lot of different places. It's easy to get. CoQ10. It's good for your heart.
Good for your heart. Beans good for your heart. Michael Jackson, I'm saying that in their song.
Yeah.
The more you eat them, the more you fart.
Yeah, that's fast.
I love beans. I
love
put
beans in everything, bro. I could eat beans and rice every day.
Beans and wieners?
No.
You don't like beans and wieners? Get off.
I don't like beans with my wieners.
Oh, you like your wieners trying to
I like my wieners alone. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know I cannot stay too long tonight.
Well, you got
to
step kids to go get.
Well, hey, I mean, our hour is up. What I'm going to end up doing though is adding some of the video footage that we did out in the street and put it at the end.
Oh, yeah, did some footage,
we got a little bit. We got a couple of them.
Yeah, literally a couple. But I mean,
the first lady we asked, the video cut off. The moment I said hello, man, it stopped.
And it was such a good interview.
It was a good one.
Dang.
And then the last one we did was a pretty decent interview, but then the camera ended up fucking.
Yeah, the battery fucking died. So yeah, I gotta do better, guys. I gotta make sure all three of my batteries, all three of them. Two of them were completely dead. One was
two were dead.
Yeah, so yeah. That's
before we go, y'all, I wanted to give a few tips because I've been doing some research because I'm trying to be the best woman that I can be. You feel me? So I wanted to give some tips for the ladies tonight. On some things that y'all can do for y'all man to make them feel good.
Such as wee wee.
Well, of course, we can suck out. Yeah, make sure y'all do that too now. Get your skills up, I guess.
Rub the balls.
No, don't.
Keep them legs open, ladies.
Yes. Yes.
Open up them legs. No, but a few simple things other than the basics. I've been testing these out, ladies, and I've been getting good results. So, and y'all can give me some feedback on them.
Oh,
but
roses.
But the first thing I would say, ladies, is look your man in his eyes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, because eyes are the way to a man's soul. Okay. So I'm telling you, okay, this is some game, y'all. Put y'all up on it. Shit. But it does something to a man. So look your man in his eyes. Try it.
In what way?
And do what? Yeah.
Yeah. In what way? Like. Cause if you sucking me off, like don't
that shit
don't make eye contact.
I hate when motherfuckers do that. Don't
listen to what I'm telling you, ladies. Do what I'm telling you, okay? Then another thing that I've noticed at work. We talked about this before. Is the compliments. Take the time to tell your man. Give your man compliments. I'm challenging myself, and I'm gonna challenge all the ladies out there with me. This is my challenge for me. I'm doing what's called a 60-40. 60% of the time that I'm with my man, I'm complimenting him. I'm touching him. I'm giving him attention. 60% of the time, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna
60-40.
60-40.
How about 69?
Hey, maybe later. No.
Missing percentage in there.
But try that, ladies. And then what else? There was one more thing that I've been doing that I got some real good results. Oh, I know what else I'm doing, ladies. Y'all can try this too. He don't know I'm doing this, so.
You been doing yoga?
He knows now.
No, but I do need to do yoga. No, because he don't watch out. I don't think he watches. I'm not sure if he watches or not. But anyway, what I'm doing is I'm keeping note on what he does right. Because what I've noticed is that.
Damn, Rosie, time out.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I don't know what you.
Hit a button.
Slap. There we go.
Yeah, I'm taking note of what he's doing right. So I'm gonna keep every day for 30 days. I'm writing down whatever he did right that day.
That's pretty cool.
And then after my 30 days of writing that down, I'm gonna give it to him.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
I'm gonna give it to him. You know what I mean? Because that's right. Because I do, and I know women are guilty whether they want to admit it or not. But I know for me, I do tend to focus more on what the fuck they're doing wrong. You didn't do this. You didn't do this. You didn't do. And they like, well, damn, what did I ever do? I do anything right?
You start to convince yourself.
Yeah, do I do anything right?
Shit, do
I didn't even pay the rent.
Exactly. So
who paid the water bill?
Even if it's something small. Exactly. Even if it's something small, you just try to give your man a little credit. Ladies, let's be a little nicer to him. I mean, it's hard. We got trust issues. We're a little damaged, but we got to build them up too. And we're not gonna get no better amongst one another. We have to hold self accountable, like you said. If you want your relationship to be better, then start with yourself.
That's right. Y'all bitches heard what Rosie said. Yeah, this has been RPG.
Wait.
Oh, you got some?
Wait, I got some advice for the single people.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck these hoes, get money.
Fuck these hoes, get funny. This is RPG TV, man. Y'all know what it is.
We out.
I give you